Hi, 8th graders. I am giving you a video lesson today just to run through and explain some things. I know there have been some questions about different things, so I just wanted to touch base on those and just give you some information through a video, and then wanted to help you prepare for our Google Hangout tomorrow. So here is kind of the rundown. I will go step by step and explain things, and then if you have questions, please email me or comment on the Google Classroom lesson for today. So first of all, checking in and seeing how you guys are doing. I hope you're doing well. I've been thinking about you guys and missing our class together. I want you to know that because we only have a 4-day week this week with Easter and spring break coming up, that we're going to hold off on vocabulary until we get back from spring break. So this week we will have a break from vocabulary, and I want you to focus on some other things for this week. Number 2 is way back when, if you can think back to our comparison essay, I feel like it is ages ago with e-learning and whatnot. I did not receive a Google Classroom response from everyone. So if you could go back, if you know you did not or can't remember, go back to your comparison essay on your stream of your assignments for Google Classroom and open it up and see my private comments, and then check and see if you responded to that. If you didn't, please go ahead and respond, and then I will give you your 5 points for that. So that's a super easy way to get 5 points in the grade book, just responding to what I said so I know that you read it. Okay, so that's first off for missing work. The second thing I wanted to talk about is the discussion board. I haven't done it again just because some people have had some challenges with this, but I do need you guys to complete it for the one assignment that I did give. So if you go to the stream on Google Classroom and you look for the icon that has a question mark on it, and it has a question as part of the assignment, and it says, what are you doing with your families? So if you click on that, there should be 2 different options up top. One should say question, and one should say student answers or student work or something like that. So if you click on the student work, you should be able to see your fellow classmates' comments, and there should be a spot for you to hit reply and reply to something that someone else said. So all of you have commented. I just need some of you who are incomplete with that assignment to respond to a fellow classmate's comment. Another option could be if you hit the question at the top of the assignment, you should be able to see other students' answers in that location as well. Some people just responded to the question, and everyone can just see a stream of answers to each other. You can go on one of those and just hit reply with the arrow to that specific person, and then it will pop up that you can talk to them and make a comment to them. So instead of that, I'm going to do the Google Hangouts as a way for us to connect, but I need you to complete that if you have an incomplete on the gradebook for that one. If you responded and you responded to 2 classmates' comments, then you are good to go. And if you need to double check on PowerSchool, it was worth 20 points total. So if you have the 20 points, then you're good to go. I did mark an incomplete if you didn't finish that assignment. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. Okay, so next is our Google Hangout. So tomorrow we will have our Google Hangout. What I would like you to do to prepare for that is to come ready to answer some questions about your book club book. So the things we're going to talk about is today's question, which is about symbols and how symbols have changed throughout your book or over the course of a series of books, how those symbols have grown or maybe mean something different over the course of the time in the book. And that happens with especially dystopian books, but symbols in general in books where the meaning grows deeper or it develops more or it becomes something different because of what happens in the book. So the one that I go to all the time is the 3-finger salute for the Hunger Games. I know we've talked about that in class, but if you think about in the first book what it meant, that solidarity, the people kind of standing with Katniss and supporting her, it moved and changed over the course of the books to mean something even more, like a revolution, supporting a fight against the government, things like that. So that's an idea that I want you to think about with symbols. Okay, and then the other thing that we will talk about for our Google Hangout is also author's craft and how author's craft has changed over the course of the book or the series, or if you're reading a different book from the first book that we read, a different series, then I would like you to think about the different styles of author's craft, the way the author writes. Does the author change over the course of the books, or does the author stay the same in their style of writing? So think about that. And then the last thing that we're going to talk about is our plan for book club. So I want to just give you the timeline that we're working with for how long we will be working on book club. We're going to take a pause over spring break, so you will not be reading a book club book over spring break. You can take a pause, and then we will reconvene with our book club when we get back from spring break. And then at that time, at Google Hangout time, we can go over kind of the calendar so you guys know what's expected of you. And then after our book club is done, I have a few short little fun projects I want you guys to work on. And then we will get into your purpose paper, which is a persuasive writing paper. And that'll be your last big assignment for me for writing for our class. So I wanted to get into that and just explain a few things there, just so you have a timeline and kind of a plan for all of that. So that is our preparation for Google Hangout. I will send your to-do list along with this video clip. One of the things you will do for your assignment is you will watch a YouTube clip for the Hunger Games, and it's just a really short, I will give you the timeline. It's 1:48 to 2:30. I'll write that down on the assignment, but you just watch a short part of that whole clip in seeing symbols and how they change over a series is what you're looking at. So if you have questions, please email me and let me know. If you guys are struggling with anything and want to do a separate Google Hangout, I'm happy to do that as well. We can set that up, and then we can meet and I can explain anything that you need. So just let me know. So again, the Google Hangouts for period 1, it's 10 to 10:30. Period 3 is 11 to 11:30, and period 4 is 1 to 1:30. So please mark your calendars. I'll see you tomorrow on Google Hangout. I'll see you on email today. Take care. Bye.